everyone, Mrs. Hassen here. It's Thursday, April 30th, the very last day of the month of April. I can't believe it already. I've been out of school for so many weeks. Oy. But I'm so glad to be here with you today through the computer. So anyhow, get your, I was going to say your hello hands. Are we two? No. Mrs. Hassen, so silly. Get your welcome hands ready. Welcome to school today. Welcome to school today. Welcome to school today. We are here to learn and play. Well, I am so glad to be with you, and I brought my trusty magnifying glass because remember, a magnifying glass takes things that are far away and brings them closer. So since you're far away, my magnifying glass is going to make you seem much closer. So I'm going to say, good morning to Jake and Tristan. Good morning to Abby and Glenn. Good morning to Emma and Jameson. Good morning to Cristiano, Addison, and Auden. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Rory. Good morning, Jackson, Abigail, Stefan, Declan, and good morning, Ryan. I'm so glad you're all here today. Anyhow, it is the last day of April, so your homework now is to think about what comes after April. January, February, March, April. What's it going to be? Think about it for a few minutes, and we'll get back. In the meantime, take a look outside and see what the weather is. Today, while I'm taping this, it's cloudy, and they say it's going to rain a little bit later. But I hope on the day you're watching this, it's sunny and warm and you're able to get outside into your yards. All right, so let's get warmed up. Everybody stand on up. Let me set this down. And we're going to do a favorite that we love to do with Mrs. Vetke. And we'll see if you can beat me like you do her. Are you ready for some Tony Chestnut? Okay, ready? Get those hands ready. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Ready? Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Tony Chestnut knows I love you. Are you ready? Get those hands up. See if you can beat me. That's what Tony knows. Did you do it? I bet you did. Let's try again. Hands up. That's what. Don't go before I'm ready. Tony knows. Did you beat me? I bet you did because you guys are so fast. All right, now we're going to do a fun new story. I'm going to scooch my chair over here a little bit. This is a new book I had never read before. And I don't know if many of you have read it, but you hadn't heard it here at school. And it's a really fun story. And we're going to use this flannel board to tell the story. I'm going to hold the book over here, so you won't be able to see the pictures of the book this time, but I can read it to you another time and show you the pictures. This is called Mrs. McTats and Her House Full of Cats. Excuse me. The author is Alyssa Satin Capuccelli. Remember what the author does in the book? You're right. They write the words. And it was illustrated by Joan Rankin. And what does an illustrator do? You are so smart, draws the pictures. So Mrs. McTat, here's her house. She has a house full of cats. What do you think house full means? Do you think it means she has one cat? Or do you think she has many cats? You're right. She has many cats. That's what a house full is. Well, let's find out about Mrs. McTats. Oh, let me show you. Here she is. Here's Mrs. McTats. And this is her house. It's a small, cozy cottage. And Mrs. McTats lives all alone, except for one cat. Every morning at 8 as the clock Every morning she left as the clock struck 8. To market, I mustn't be late. She browsed through the market and chose a plump fish. for Abner and me. What a sumptuous dish! But when she got home, there was a scratch at the door, and in walked 2 cats. Was there room for 2 more? Wow. Come in, my sweet dears, said Mrs. McTats. I'm sure I've got room for just 2 more cats. I'll call you Basil, and Curly you'll be. I've only had 1 cat, but now I have 3. 1, 2, 3. The very next morning, Mrs. Tats woke early. She stopped to pet Abner and Basil and Curly. To market, I mustn't be late. This chicken, I think, will surely taste great. But when she got home, there came a scratch at the door, and in walked 3 cats. Was there room for 3 more? Let's see. Come in, my sweet dear, said Mrs. McTats. I think I've got room for just 3 more cats. Now give me a moment. What shall your names be? Your Dolly, your Ernest, and Fuzzy makes 3. How many cats does Mrs. McTats have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, the very next morning, off went Mrs. McTats. What shall I buy for my 6 hungry cats? I've got it, she said. I'll make a nice stew. So she carried home beef and liver to brew. But back at her home, there came a scratch at the door, and in walked 4 cats. Was there room for 4 more? What do you think? Is there going to be room for 4 more cats? Come in, my sweet dears, said Mrs. McTats. I know there's a place for just 4 more cats. 10's a fine number. And me, I'll call you Goldie, and Herman you'll be. Izzy and Jezebel pranced across the floor, and then right behind them followed 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cats. Oh, I'll call you Coco and Linus, Millie, Noreen, and you shall be Oscar. Oh my, that makes 15. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 cats. Wow, that's a lot of cats. Well, the very next day, off went Mrs. McTats. What can I possibly feed 15 cats? She chose a fresh tuna, she chose a fine trout, but when she got home, the cats, were all out. She counted her cats from 1 to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. When suddenly 6 more cats joined the scene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more cats. Well, what shall I name you? I'll call you Pip and Quip and Rosebud and Sally, Tootsie and Ursula. Oh, well, do make yourselves cozy. But then there came another scratch on the door. Could it be more cats? Could it be more? Well, then in walked Violet. And then came Winnie. And then a kitten that Mrs. McTats named Zinnie. And then came Yodel, the last of the bunch. 25 cats were ready for lunch. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 cats. I'd say that's a house full. But then something was missing. McTats could not see. As she stood there puzzling, there was a scratch at the door, and Mrs. McTats wondered, could there really be more? Could she squeeze in more cats? More than 25? Who was the next one who was going to arrive? Come in, my sweet dear, said Mrs. McTats. I live in this cottage with 25 cats. And if you don't mind, you're welcome to stay. You're welcome to eat. You're welcome to play. Now in that small cottage lives Mrs. McTats, all happy and cozy with her 25 cats and one little puppy who's known as Zoom, in a small cozy cottage with plenty of room. And just when the clock strikes 8 each morning at 8, Mrs. McTats hurries off. Oh, I mustn't be late. To market, what treats will there be for 26 dears from A to Z? Did you notice that their names all start with the letters? Let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, B, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Oh, now I've sung my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? You can make a house too, like Mrs. McTats. And you could make your own cats, or you could use anything you've got at home to pretend. Pennies would work, bottle tops. Those could be your cats too. Or you could just even draw your own cats on a piece of paper and make a house just like that. Let's head over to the art table. All right, now I'm over here by the art table. And I was thinking, what if you don't have a cat or a dog at home or anything, or any pets, and you want to have a pet? Well, when I was a child, someone started this trend of having a pet rock. So I went out in the yard and I found a rock. And then I got 3 colors of paints. I got really bright colors, this hot pink and green and yellow, because I thought it's a cloudy day and we really want to brighten up our room. So I've decided I'm going to make a dog. And I know he's pretty colorful, isn't he? So I think I'm going to use this end for his face. So I'm going to take a little bit, let's see, green eyes. I think green eyes would be very pretty, don't you? And see, I'm going to paint them right on there. Oh, yes. And let's give him some bright, bright, bright lips. And a nice smile. Oh, yes. And do you think I should give him some yellow, long yellow ears? I'll put those on the side, because my dog's ears are on the side. He has long ears, because he is a beagle. Part beagle. All right. Then I think I'm going to give him a few little spots, because maybe he'll be a spotty dog. And you can paint any way you want, any colors. You can do stripes. You could just do whatever you wanted. And then maybe I'll give him a little tail in the back, pink tail too. Make a little tail. All right. See, and you can just do whatever kind of animal you want, however you want. You want to use markers, you could decorate it with markers. You could decorate it with glue and some paper. Any way at all. Does he look? Doesn't really look like a dog though, doesn't he? Kind of looks like a snail to me. Maybe he'll be a snail now, like Gary from SpongeBob. I hear a lot about SpongeBob from my grandson Adrian. Well, I'm going to leave that to dry. So now I'm going to make a little house for my pet rock. So I have this little thing that came in some packaging from a box. I could use that. This is a little cracker box that I have, so you can use whatever you want. So I thought, maybe I'll try the cracker box. So I got a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to lay the box on the paper, and I'm going to trace around it so that I can cut that out, and then I'll have a piece of paper that I can glue on my box, and then it won't look so much like a tissue box. It'll look more like a really cool bed or house for my pet snail. Used to be a dog, but decided he looks like a snail, so he's gonna be a snail now. So I'm gonna cut this out. And then I'm just gonna take my glue stick and I'm gonna put some glue on there. And I'm gonna lay this down, oops. And then I'm gonna glue that right on the side. See? And then you can't tell it's a cracker box anymore. And then I can make another one for the other side by tracing the other way. I gotta lay it down this way now. And I'm gonna go around the box again. Hold the box in place when you trace so it doesn't slip away from you. There we go. And then I'll cut this one out too. And so also, as you can see on my table, oh, I have that kind of blue piece of paper over there. I did grab some cotton balls and I shredded some green paper, a piece of green construction paper, excuse me, I had in my shredder at home to be like a grassy area. So I've got my other piece cut out, little glue stick. And you can use any kind of box you have at home. Maybe you have an Amazon box, maybe you have a tissue box, or anything you have. There, see? And then if I want, I can cut the blue out and put that on the ends too. And then I have marker, I had a marker somewhere, but I can decorate and make it all fancy. So let's see, what did I say our snail's name was gonna be? I don't know if we wanna call him Gary, do we? Well, I will, only because it would make my grandson Adrian super, super happy. So I'm gonna write Gary, because this is his thing. Now I'm going to make him a little inside for his bed. And I'm going to use this kind of glue because I don't think, you know, how papers, we know we have to get them all stuck on the glue in order to work. And I made sure I picked one that works because we know how some of our glue bottles stick up. So I'm going to take the glue and I'm going to put it inside. Whoop, I said it worked. Here it comes. I'm going to squeeze some glue on there. And I'm going to take some of this green shredding paper from my paper shredder at home. And I'm going to put it inside like that. So he's got a nice little spot. And then because sometimes it can get cold at night, I'm going to come on this side. Whoa, I'm going to squeeze some glue out. And I'm going to take my cotton balls. And I'm going to put them in and make a nice soft little bed for my pet snail Gary. Oh, I think I'll put one more in. Now what else do you think he needs? Let's see. Well, let me pick him up and put him in. And you wait till your snail dries at home before you want to put him in. But I want to show you how comfy and cozy your pet rock can be. And you can give him some little food, maybe make a blanket if you have any material at home, piece of felt. You can make it as fancy as you like. And then, I was thinking this could even be an outside area. I could color it blue, make a little swimming pool for Gary. He might really like that. Put a little floaty in there. Make a whole little scene for my pet rock, my snail. All right, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way because I want to show you something else I can do. Reach right behind me here. Do you know what these are? Yes, these are playing cards. They come in a deck, 52 of them. Excuse me one sec, I just want to wipe the paint off so we don't get it all over our cards. What I did was I took the pictures out because I want to show you, oops, I'm going to show you the pictures, that you can play a little game. The cards come, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to number 10. And there are 4 of each number. This is the number 1. That's the number 2. And look, it has 1 diamond in the middle. This one has 2. So you can help you count. So this is what you can do with cards. There are so many things that you can do. 1, you could sort them. You could sort all the 1s and then do all the 2s and 3s all the way up to 10s. You could also sort them by red numbers and black numbers. There's 2 of each. There also, this one has a heart, this one has a diamond, this one has a spade, and this one has a club. So if you wanted, you could sort them by clubs. You could find the 3, and you could go in order, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to number 10. That's another way. You could also, you could make a pattern. You could go 1, 2, 1, 2. What would come next? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, then 2. So you could use cards to make a pattern. You can also use cards. This is what's really cool too. You can use cards for addition. You could go 2 plus 1 equals, 2 plus 1 is 3. Right. 1, 2, 3. You can also count the little die. 1, 2, 3. And that'll help you. And you could do bigger numbers. You could really try and challenge yourself. How about 5 plus 3? What do you think that might be? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 plus 3 is 8. So you could use them for math problems. You can use them for all kinds of fun number games too. And you could play a matching game with your brothers and sisters. You could even try like a concentration game and see if you can make the match. You flip over 1 card, 3, 1. No, that's not a match. Let's try again. 3. Where was the 3? There it was. 3. So there's so many things that you can do with playing cards. And you can also just have fun looking at them and sorting with them, enjoying them. All right, now I've got something else I want to show you. Oh, and I was going to bring the cats over. You can do addition with cats too. Did you know that? You can put out 2 cats plus 2 cats is 1, 2, 3, 4 cats. So if you make your cats, you can use those for addition too. Let me show you this. This is a sheet I made that has the letters. Should we see which letters are on here? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, and P. I stopped there because I ran out of paper. But you can go as far as you want. So I put the letters up here on the top. And excuse me 1 second. Oh, here they are. I just pushed them a little farther down the table. Here's our basket of markers. All right. So this is what I thought you could do. If you make an alphabet board, you've got to think of something that starts with the letter A. What starts with the letter A? Oh, I know. Let's see if you can guess. I'm going to try and draw it. But you know Mrs. Hassen's not the best drawer in the world. Ooh, I'm going to color it in. Of course, in the real world, it would be red. But since I didn't have a red, I probably could have if I grabbed. What do you think I drew? Yeah, it's a blue apple. You're right. So you can draw the picture, and you can write the word apple. Starts with an A. Apple. A-P-P-L-E. Apple. If you want to, you can draw pictures. You can just write words. You can think of words that start with those letters. You could do anything. Let's see. What could I do for B? Oh, I'm going to put these colors away. Let me get something else. Let's see. Orange. How about, oh, I know. Let's see if you can guess what this one is. Told you not best draw in the world. Oh. Did you say balloon? Ah, you're right, a balloon. I'm gonna write the word. And if you draw the pictures and you tell your mom or dad or babysitter what the pictures are, they can write the words for you too. Balloon, B-A-L-L-O-O-N, balloon. So see if you can fill in your whole board. Now, perhaps you're the type who likes a number game. I made the same kind of board, but I put the numbers in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this is what I've got. I still have my markers, so if I'd like to draw something in there, I certainly could. Or I've got a plate. I've got some water bottle tops and some milk tops, and I have some pom-poms. And I bet you've got a lot of milk tops maybe. So this is what you can do. Here's the number 1. How many things should I put in that square? Really? 1, Mrs. Hassen? So silly. 1. And in the next square, if it says 2, I'm going to put 2 in there. And then maybe I'll put, I'll mix them up this time. I'll put 3 in that square. And you can use anything you have at home. Like I said, you can even use your markers to draw. I went all the way up to 16, which is our favorite number because what? Right, there's 16 friends in our room. All right, let's see if we can count out 16 pom-poms to fill the square. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh, they're going to have to get crowded. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, whoa, 14, 15, 16. Oh my gosh, look how crowded they are. It's like us on the rug. 16 pom-poms in that square. You can go up to as many numbers as you want. You don't even have to start at 1. You could start at 30 or 50 or any number that you like. And you could just add up as many things. Like I said, you can use pennies. You could use paper clips. Whatever you've got a lot of at home. And otherwise, just draw it out. All right, now, before we leave the table, I've got one more really cool thing to show you. And I hope it works because I've never done it before. And I'm going to do it for the first time. Mrs. Kahn tried it and she said it worked out really well. So let's see if it works for us. I have a bowl and I have some Dawn dish soap and I have some water in a cup. So I'm going to take a bit of my Dawn dish soap and I'm going to squeeze it into my bowl and then I'm going to add some water. And I'm just going to use my finger to stir it up. You can use a spoon if you like, whatever you have handy. You want to make a soapy water solution. Okay, let me dry my fingers off. All right, let me show you. This was a water bottle that I cut the bottom off of. Save the part where your mouth goes, cut the bottom part off, and have a grown-up at home do that for you. This is an old sock. Make sure it's a sock Mom doesn't mind you using. Now I'm going to put the sock, I'm going to dress the water bottle with the sock. I'm going to pretend it's a foot, and I'm going to put the water bottle all the way into the sock. So it's nice and tight along the bottom. I'll fold this part down. Okay, so this is what it looks like. If your sock won't stay on your water bottle, you can put a rubber band around it or a piece of tape. But mine is staying on pretty good. Okay, this is what you have to do now. Let's hope it works. I'm going to dip it in my bubble, my soapy solution here. Get it nice and wet. And then I'm going to put my mouth on the part where the water came out of, and I'm going to blow. Okay, you think it'll work? I don't know. So nervous. Let's try it. Here we go. Gotta take a deep breath. Oh my goodness, it's a bubble my. Oh, look at it. Look how long it is. And I can keep going and going. That is so cool, boys and girls. You've got to try it. Oh, look at it. And it doesn't even fall apart like regular bubbles. Look how it's all staying there. It even looks kind of like styrofoam, doesn't it? Let's see if I get more. Whoa. And look at the fun you can have. And let me show you one thing. Gotta reach behind me a second. I read something, but make sure you ask Mom and Dad first, because the food coloring will stain their sock. I'm going to try to put 2 dots of food coloring on the sock, and let's see if it'll make a colored snake. Are you ready? Here we go. Can you see any color? Oh, I see a little bit. Whoa, look. Oh my gosh. Look how it hangs there. Whoa. I could do this all day. It's never ending. So remember, boys and girls, all you need is a little bit of Dawn dish soap, some water, a sock, and a cut-off water bottle. And look at the fun you can have. Ooh, and then you can play in it. Oh my gosh. It feels so nice and soft. Now it feels a little sticky. Interesting. All right, have fun with that, boys and girls, and send us a picture if you make a bubble snake, because you know we'd love to see your pictures. It brings us so much closer to you. We feel like we're this far away from you when we get your pictures. All right, I'm going to move back over to the other table so I can read you a really fun story. Are you ready? Okay, let me go. You ready for a story? All right, wiggle those fingers. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your shoulders. Wiggle your nose. Wiggle your ears. Wiggle your elbows. Wiggle your knees. And now freeze, because you should be wiggle free. And ready, this is one of my favorite stories. This is called A Crazy Day at the Critter Cafe. It's written by Barbara Odanaka. She wrote the words. And the pictures were drawn by Lee White, the illustrator of this book. Crazy Day at the Critter Cafe. It was a quiet morning at the Critter Cafe. The cook was dozing in his cheese souffle. The waiter was whistling sleepy tunes when through the door walked 5 raccoons. Hey there, waiter. We need some grub. Our bus broke down. We're starving, bub. The waiter jumped up, menus in hand, when through the door came an elephant band. Toot, 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 boom, boom, boom. Tubas and brass drums rattled the room. The raccoons hollered, "Feed us now!" when through the door rolled skateboard cow. Swish, zoom, swish, clickety-clack. Cow spun round, then twirled back. She was zooming past the apple fritters when through the door came a rush of critters. Macaws, turtles, lizards, lambs, penguins, zebras, kangaroos, rams. So many creatures poured off the bus, screeching, squawking, what a fuss. Quiet, please, the waiter said. Just sit down and we'll get you fed. Above the din, a wolf pup howled. Oh, dear me, my tummy's growled. Look at all that mayhem, craziness. And so the orders flooded in. Apple pie, said a pangolin. An ostrich squawked. Cherry strudel. Chips and salsa, yipped a poodle. Raccoons crawled atop their chairs. Cows skateboarded down the stairs. The waiter scrambled this way and that. You forgot me, squeaked a rat. Mine is icky. Mine's too sticky. Hush, said the waiter. You're much too picky. I can't eat this. It's too hot. I want what that otter's got. Mine's too warm. Mine's too cold. What's this green stuff? Is it mold? Oh my gosh, are they So demanding, aren't they? Oh. Stop already, the waiter said, his tray seesawing above his head. Settle down, just eat your food. It might improve your Anna. Dude, with tails twitching, cow zoomed in. She's lost control, screamed the pangolin. Cow lurched this way, then lurched that, then crashed into the waiter's splat. The waiter's tray flipped through the air, launching food everywhere. Spaghetti and meatballs, root beer floats, dropped and plopped on pigs and goats, maple syrup, cottage cheese, splattered chicks, and chimpanzees. Wow, look at that food. A strawberry sundae doused a yak, a snail flicked kale off his back. Old Jumbo tried to toot his horn. What popped out? A cob of corn. Wiping cupcake from his eyes, covered in ketchup, milk, and fries, the waiter staggered to his knees. Achoo, he said. Out flew 2 buttered peas. Right out of his nose? Oh, my goodness. Now listen here, all of you. This cafe is not a zoo. Pay your bill and out the door, and don't come back here anymore. Does the waiter sound happy? Does he sound mad? Yes, he's mad. The animal shuffled, shoulders sagging, tails tucked, feathers dragging. Come on, critters, the driver said. Engines fixed, and then off they sped. Hooray, cried the waiter. Yippee, sang the cook. We're free at last, we're off the hook. They danced and hugged, clapped and cheered, until they spotted something weird. What do you think it is? Let's turn the page and find out. It looked like a pile of mashed potatoes, smelled of fish and stewed tomatoes. It was sleeping soundly, snoring too, when it opened its eyes and it said, Moo? Wow, said Cow, I missed the boss, and now it's just the 3 of us? Toss me an apron, show me the way. This old cow is here to stay. The cow and waiter, too shocked to speak, shut out the door like a lightning streak. But cook, called Cow, you forgot your hat. She tried it on, and that was that. It's now called Cow's Cafe, and she is the new cook. That was a crazy day at the Critter Cafe. It sure was crazy. All right, can you get up one more time? And are we ready? Because another tribute to our best friend, Mrs. Becky. We're going to do our favorite. Are you ready? Shake, get ready. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out. Shake, shake, shake your sillies out and wiggle your waggles away. Gotta jump, 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 jeepers out. Jump, jump, jump your jeepers out. Jump, jump, jump your jeepers out and wiggle your waggles away. You gotta twirl, twirl, twirl your twitters out. Twirl, twirl, twirl your twitters out. Twirl, twirl, twirl your twitters out. And everyone shout, hooray! Have a great day, boys and girls. I'll see you very soon. Love you.